We're headed into the Tangle. There should be a incredible number of hospitals, and our job is to hit a few assistance encounters if we can along the way. Don't mind if I do. There's one, but it's up against the creature den, which I do not cherish. Oh, we may not have three. We got one here, two here, three here. So we would have to forsake the creature den, and then we could still get the lair. For 2 mastery, I think I'd rather do the creature den. Let's grab this hospital right off the go, unless Audrey and Boudica prevent us. There's another convenient hospital, I think. We could go creature den to this hospital to lair. Okay, yeah, there is. Okay. So we don't have to take this one. What do you call an Australian grave robber? I do not know. Is what new, Silver Eye? A down Undertaker? Bravo. We love the puns. Okay, so. Lazy Eye we don't care about. Torn Rotator Cuff is a little annoying. Lost in Time, I'm kind of like torn. I think I'm gonna do some like relationship building stuff here. I really like Barristan being fast, and he has a ton of tokens, but the daze is super annoying. I think we keep this around for a while. I'm just curious.
The odds of illness are high. Best to be prepared.
And I'm gonna go deep on the laudanum. We're gonna buy both stacks of laudanum, so that we can have Paracelsus start reducing the stress a bit. Now, here it doesn't matter. I'd rather get 2 road battles. So, Silver, what were you referring to that was new? I'm very curious.
Deathless and dreaming.
And also, Elaine, if you're still hanging around in chat, I'm super curious. Okay, we want to get the stress heal first. Super curious what your winning team was. That always is very interesting to me. That's lame. Yes. So the Shroud is new, and we will definitely be going there at some point in the future. Hopefully on this run, but it did not. This was not the time, unfortunately. There's also a new lair boss in said location that is its own special kind of scary. The Leviathan is a big mean monster. All right, I'm gonna go for the bolster here, even though it's a little bit greedy. And until she gets a stress heal, I'm not gonna laudanum her. Let's see, you have 8 and 14. I was going to say, it would have to be a low roll. Hopefully it does penance. That would be lovely. Nope, just going to spam smite like an absolute monster. Hoping that we get the... It is so nice having Barristan go early, I will say. You're already roasted. We can get a stress heal off of this. And then I don't think we're going to have time to stress heal both of these, so I'm going to do that. And then go to work on this a little bit. So you're dying. I don't really want you to die right now. Yeah, that's probably safe. Okay, perfect. So we get our last stress heal here. Hellion Ravager, Highwayman Mastered, rotating spots 1 and 2. Nice. That is a beautiful combination, to be sure. You have a great start. And then Plague Doctor, Surgeon, Man-at-Arms. Yeah, that's a strong team. That's a very strong team. And I think the Man-at-Arms was a wise pickup for that crew, for sure. So I think you chose wisely, to be sure. I love how Surgeon Plague Doctor hits like an absolute truck. I find it hilarious. Like Surgeon Plague Doctor is like their bread and butter attack is like a howling end that also bleeds things. It's really something. Now, did we say that we couldn't creature den and lair? No, we can do both. Lovely. All right, and good that we're picking up the resistance encounter here. Yes, everyone become friends. I'm not crying, you're crying, says Audrey. All right, whose progress have we made? Ugh. You and this is driving me crazy. I can't get these two to be friends no matter what I try. Yeah, Elaine. So last night we had our first win, and it was Meltdown, Death's Door City. To be sure, it was brutal. This is Region 2, and we just got a full lineup of ordained things. That seems pretty lame, if you ask me. I feel like Zone 2 shouldn't be dropping these kind of bombs on us. Not enough. Hopefully it does penance. I feel like they've really lessened the amount of penance that this guy does. He used to always penance first turn. Nope, now he just always smites our Plague Doctor. It's just endless Plague Doctor smites. Let's see. No, Jason, we've definitely had the full 4. Now, I just want to check something.
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
Smite only hits the back row. Okay. Taking 4 of 7. All right, we only get the kill here if we do this. I'm going to take the riposte. Unfortunate.
An unavoidable end.
Yeah, that is the worst feeling. The double death's door, or excuse me, the double death blow is absolutely terror-inducing. Tempted to use this triage kit. I mean, I don't think we need to. Like, our backline is fine now. Nah, there was an argument to be made for that, but oh, Jokwa, I love that. I love that picture. You've inspired me though, Jokwa. We absolutely have to get away for those pictures to show up on screen, and we can do it. So that's going to be my next design choice. I also need to make it so that your name doesn't show up with an empty thing when you do that. If there's nothing to show, we shouldn't show a message. But that's neither here nor there. But those comics are awesome. Are those where did you stumble upon those? Let's see. You don't need anything, so I really hope we don't get to the point where she's acting again before this guy is done, but let's see. I'm going to fish deep for a little bit of friendship here. not getting it. Well, but we get the giant heal here. That's nice. We probably should have put a laudanum on the plague doctor. Blistering bugle. Neither of those are particularly good for us at this moment. So, who hates you the most? Boudica, you two need to, you're gonna get some laudanum, and then we will put something else over here for now. Twistwood tails. They're awesome. They are super cool. Paracelsus, though. What is it? Does he have a quirk that is making him hated by everyone? No, he has no negative quirks. So, mysteries of the universe. Get the blight rolling. If we can avoid the front mortar, that's the critical element here. I'm using the neutralizing powder again to try and build some relationship between these two. We're going to get this with Iron Swan, so I think I'm going to try and get the doggo going. You bring glory to our crew. What a beautiful sentiment that is.
The slow suffering begins.
It's so nice having Barristan be fast, as a side note. Like, the fact that we can get taunts up before they get a chance to act. That was terrible. Really? Alright, well, she's going to get front mortared and she deserves it. That was a staggering amount of... Oh, no front mortar. That was a staggering amount of stress there, though. Alright, we're waiting for Paracelsus to get... to get up to 5 stress before we heal it off. Are we? I really don't want to. That was through a dodge. You love to see it. Oh, well, there's the 5 stress I needed. Great.
A brilliant conclusion.
Come scream into the wind with me. Does sound fun. Sounds like a party. The day is paid off for us here. Because the bolster was now well-timed. Probably should have tried to just burn him down. Alright, he's roasted. Lovely. 15% chance to crit. Alright, this is our highest crit chance, so go for that, although no stress healing because it is the final hit of the battle, as you do. Alright, seems like that that 14 mastery we got last leg is paying some dividends. I should really do a combat item once over before we go into the next fight, though, just because we should have something on everyone. Alright, I don't think we're getting better than that. Not excited for a cultist fight. Not in my professional opinion. Another one of those doohickeys. Well, everyone wants to fight. So Paracelsus has... Yeah, Paracelsus, this is the most positive that we could get. We get nothing from it, but... Let's go with the bloodletting. Joko, you're torturing me with the lack of this feature. It's going to be so cool when we have it implemented. Okay, I love starting with the Magnesium Rain here just because it gets all the dodge off. Why do we have so many ordained enemies right now? Like, I'm not trying to complain here, but it's like 3 out of 4 being ordained in Zone 2 seems like slightly more than we should have. Please do the same thing. Do the Nocturnal Commune. You know you want to. Oh, actually, wouldn't have worked out. I thought it was going to be on Death's Door, so that was probably better. I want Barristan to eat the cherub hits as much as possible. Different from cherub chips. That's what you make. That's what you make from cherubs. Completely different animal though, and they taste awful. No. Oh, sorry, Jason. I somehow missed your message. No. The Grave Robber is not Deadeye. We actually have no paths. We are wanderers all the way through, unfortunately. That is what the gods of random decided to gift us with. So, say lovey. Should have upgraded Iron Swan. That should have been on the list. I wish you could remove Winded with Indiscriminate Science. That would be super cool. Close. Okay, both the cherubs are now roasted. No lunge at the moment. As much as I love lunge, lunge is a favorite of mine. I was thinking, in fact, we did switch up our skills so that I could open with a pirouette, which I may do, but I don't think I'm going to be lunging. I think I'm going for range damage at the moment, even though we don't really have the path to make it work. Humph. Double humph. A mercenary with 3 hands walks into a bar. I don't think I've heard this one. Jason, they're all wanderers. We have no paths on anyone. He was very well armed. Nice. Yeah, no paths on anybody. And that is because we left it up to fate to decide. We had plenty of interesting paths available, and none of them got selected. There was a Tempest Leper and a Survivor in there, all of which I was very interested in. But I thought it would be fun to do a totally random run, and here we are. I just pushed the random button and took whatever randomness was given. Ooh, crit trinket though. I could get down with a crit trinket on Audrey. We don't have combo enablers right now. That's the one thing that we're kind of missing. 35 damage versus 12 crit. I'll go with the crit for now. No, I selected the skills that would that would best best support the team, and I also reordered them so that the ordering makes sense. So I think randomizing the characters and the skills is a death sentence. I don't think that you could successfully play a run with that as your setup. Let's see. Do we want to switch anything before we go into this den? We might get blinded, so I think that's good to have. One laudanum is pretty unimpactful. The ethereal dust should absolutely stack to 2 as a side note. All right, good enough. Wow, I really paused us one moment away from disaster there. We'll do this one because we don't lose any relationship. We only gain on, well, we only gain on one that's not. Here's the money maker. We'll do that. Positive at least for Paracelsus, etc. Okay, we'll mag rain to get rid of all of the dodge. Then pirouette. Okay, not bad. She resisted the daze too. That's nice. We have a tanky front line. Putting up a defend is not terribly critical here. That's a noble quest joke, to be sure. Let's put damage in on the one that we know we can. Okay.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
So that was the man-at-arms joke, the well-armed mercenary.
Straightforward.
The crits are coming. The crits are coming in fast. Why can't barbarians key? I assume there might be more to this, so I'm gonna wait for the second half. Oh my gosh! All right. Ah, spiders. Not an optimal end to the turn. I really didn't expect to get that kill. Why can't barbarians keep their hands off their axes? Do tell. All that cleavage, that is clever. I like that. Okay, if we can get rid of one, I think that's probably good for business. That'll mean only one uncontrolled hit. I love that you can still riposte while stunned. I'm never going to complain about that.
Elementary.
Okay, I like our setup. Oh, we haven't got the tarantula disease yet. I think we just dodged it there. I wish we had magnesium rain. A little sad we don't.
Steady yourself.
Barrison's getting worked over. Might as well build some friendship. We could do that for just the... let's get rid of the corpses. Get everybody up front. Six to 8? Alright.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned.
That was a lovely stress heal there. Alright. Easy creature den. Easy creature den. Okay, we got the mastery and discount on all trinkets. Not bad. The thrilling tablet is trash. Oh yeah, because we have 25 inventory slots, we can really like hang on to everything.
Options require careful deliberation.
At the moment, our stress is looking pretty good. We want to hit the lair. We've hit diminishing returns on mastery, I feel like. So I think I'm just going to take the right. We'll do the cash, hit the hospital. Yeah, that's going to be the play. The first, I think, I want to say like 10 or so mastery is generally very impactful, and then things start to fall off for the rest of the mastery that you get during a run. So, you know, I think at some point, prioritizing combat items, prioritizing relationship is particularly important.
Karma abhors waste. Best to take all you can.
Yeah, that was a great little pile of stuff we got there. We'll be able to buy more laudanum because we have more money than sense at the moment, thanks to the assay gear, which increases our relics looted.
Emptied of mind and
I think we'll eventually get to the point where everyone is kind of happy, healthy, whatever. Oh, come on, elite, really? So he will be able to smite Barristan, which is hilarious in its own right. He'll probably choose to penance this time, just watch. Nope. Does go for the smite. Alright, that's where we want it to land if it's going to land. That's why we like Howling End. Four and 11. Yeah, just get rid of you. Someone's gonna have to spend an action on that guy.
results are encouraging.
Plague Doc's favorite bird, the swallow. I see the potential. Ooh, that was a couple of exceptional sneezes, if I do say so myself. Ooh. Kind of miss having Ounce up on this Plague Doctor, since they're still having such a problem making friends.
The one pleasant in the extreme
Roast pig.
is noble.
Love to see it. That's what we were missing. That's our first pig of the day. Probably pick up another stack of laudanum or two. We certainly have the money for it. This could probably be like our all-time money record by a long shot, thanks to the Harvest Child inventory trinket. You could probably have like 1,000 gold. Someone did the math, as a side note, on how much gold you can get. I'm gonna get rid of resolution here and here.
We need not be defined by our shortcomings.
There we go. Get all the laudanum. Who was doling out laudanum previously? I think it was Barristan. We'll have Audrey do it for the time being. I am aware we have basically no AoE damage items, which is usually something that I want for the general. We're going to have to see about that one. We have no caltrops. This could be a combat assistance encounter, though, so that could be a... There is still hope. Ambush. Most foul. This will protect the Plague Doctor while we move her back. To get this right... Why do you only have one laudanum? Guess I gave her a partial stack. This is going to be a front mortar. Can feel it. Nope. Crit shell shock is not great either. Okay, that gets us into fighting shape. I was going to say, we could go for the Howling End, but it felt like a bit of a waste.
On to the next. The work continues.
Oh my gosh. Tearing us up with the shell shocks. Really, you both got shot by the same thing? Stress is coming in fast and furious. Oh, well, there it goes. Yeah, that shell shock really messed us up. I'm doing this to bait the shell shock. Because she won't get moved back. Excuse me, the front mortar, not the shell shock. Good enough. Everybody being at 3 is pretty much exactly where I don't want them to be, but... Alright, it doesn't matter which one you pick.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Alright, that fight went... The ambush hit us really hard on that fight.
We are the flame, burning brightly for all.
Another Raven's Reach is not that interesting. Yeah, so we don't really have... We don't have the things I would want for a general fight. It is the combat one. Yeah, we'll spend the money. Because if we pick up some caltrops or other AoE items... Yeah, nice. Not a lot of that was what we were hoping for, but... That even just that little bit helps with the general a surprising amount. So let's see, we'll put laudanum there, put that there, put the triage kit here, and for the general, probably just more laudanum. Yeah, I think that's fine. Everybody who votes for the lair is my favorite. Good job, team. They know me too well.
It is low indeed to profit in destruction.
Oh, very nice. Strength on the pirouette is lovely. Get rid of all the dodges.
Slow dissection. An unavoidable end. There is
We bought the laudanum to use the laudanum, so let's use it. That's a long one, Jokwa. It may take me a minute to find the time to read through that whole thing. Two and 4. All right, not bad. Let's get rid of him. Might as well top ourselves up. That's what I'm talking about.
This wound, at least, has been
Okay, I will take a look then Joke, for sure. It's partially cut off on my on the tablet interface that I use, so I'm gonna need to find it down here.
is gone. Let it die.
Gnarly Knuckles is interesting. Okay. So on your deathbed, you will curse my name, even though I treat it all the same. I rule with an iron fist. Before me, no one can persist. To those who seek it, I grant wisdom. My minions are spread across my kingdom. I command some to rise, and many depend on my advice. I am the cruelest ruler that you all obey. Who am I? Seemed like it might have been like time, but I don't think that works with minions are spread across my kingdom. That doesn't make sense. It is time? Explain the minions across my kingdom, then. I'm curious about that one.
Within every keep, a general and his loyal lumbering guard.
We haven't seen Bullseye Barnacle in a Dog's Age either here.
A master stroke.
That's a good start. Now the Arbalest does something nasty if they're in the very back row. I think it's piercing shot, so moving them forward one is good for business. Clocks which obey people. Ah, very clever, Jokewa. Nicely done. Hey, Josh, how's it going? Long time no see. Have you heard that slime mold is better than it used to be? Big slime mold buff. No one saw it coming. More like a food buff in general, but also slime mold. Nicely done, Jokewa. That's very good. Very clever. Okay, so we push this guy to death's door, and hopefully we daze him, which means that we get a full turn here to get some healing in. And whatever other odds and ends we can get. Okay. Fight one down. Caltrops. Wish we had had him going in. Because we're going to have to spend 2 actions a turn, which is going to really slow down our generaling. Now, this is an odd one, but I actually think... we Retribution, but then I think we hold off on... We hold off on pirouetting here. And put some damage in on this guy. And this guy. Because we'll... Oh, this guy's going... The bishop's going last is super annoying. Oh, extra taunt token. Love to see it. Yeah, having the man-at-arms in spot 3 here is actually better for us. Because it means that this guy can't smite anyone else. Yep. Interesting. That's a dynamic of this fight I was not expecting to find. That's that, the Cauldron Trinket giving us that free heal. Lovely. Love to see it. That's a better hit. Alright, good. Didn't quite get there on this guy. I was hopeful, but... I kind of feel like stress from things that die when they hit you should not land like that, but... They are going after Barristan like with something fierce. Driving across Canada, wow. Getting sick, but people refuse to stop. Very nice. That must have been an amazing drive. I've always wanted to drive across the U.S. Never had the opportunity. I was planning to as part of my taking up work in California, but unfortunately, let's do that. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with my kind of employment. They wanted me there as soon as possible, so I didn't end up getting to drive across country as much as I wanted to. Okay, and then we can continue trying to build friendship. You don't like driving, Joke? Alright, let's do that. I'm a little undecided about what our play is going to be here. Ooh, the trinkets that we're getting off the general are pretty terrible. General's Dream is not that interesting. I think we're doing it even though we don't need to.
He has retreated.
Hopefully this doesn't bite us too hard.
And there he must stay.
Alright, first round is a freebie. But I do think getting up Retribution is a good idea on this fight anyways. I don't think Pirouette is worth it right now. We have plenty of options for getting damage in. This is the higher damage, higher blight chance. Grab the Howling End. Okay, so now we have to make the difficult decision of who's going to I should have put Bellow on the man-at-arms for sure. We'll keep the Retribution rolling. I'm thinking we go for the Blights and we let Iron Swan do the work. I look forward to self-driving cars as well, Jokewa. Sorry. Old habits die hard. So I'm only going to use one here to push back, and I'm going to use an Iron Swan for the other one.
A brilliant conclusion.
Try and keep his stress down as much as possible. Then we'll push back the growth there. Now I might pirouette. Because I'd rather have him take another hit than Audrey. And we know that the Stoil Sirs means that the general is attacking here. So I think I'm gonna forsake the poison for a second and get the pirouette going. That was a very disappointing pirouette. Holy cow. And then this turn, we will have... What's the cooldown on Howling End? Cooldown 1. So we will have Howling End. So I think this is the turn where I use this. And the Plague Grenade. 25 Blade a turn. Take that. We still got the Walking Dead. But we had the dodge on the Hellion, so it's good. And now we're gonna... We've pushed everything back, so I think we laudanum there. And then cash in our second Howling End. And now she's going to be on Iron Swan duty for the rest of the fight. Because we have better things to utilize her for. Oh man, Field Medicine just procced at the most brilliant time. We have plenty of tokens here. So I think we just put in the damage. The Botanic Cadaver Marionetting. It is pretty beautiful. Oh, Screaming of the Wind with me. Yes, please. Any day. So these hits weren't going to be hitting much. So Iron Swanning here is good for business. That's not great. We didn't have a lot of forewarning. Oh wait, the Stoil Stirs must do something different? Because that was just an attack here. How curious. But holy cow, Field Medicine is disgusting. This is about as by the books as a general fight can go. Yeah, we're not quite where we need to be with that yet. Okay. Oh my gosh. The Blight. Yeah, what does Stirring Soil do if it doesn't telegraph where he's attacking? Something moves beneath the ground. I'm baffled. Oh, that was our first resist there. So that was the Walking Dead attack that I was kind of expecting. And then just to be safe, we're gonna push back the growth. We probably could have gotten the kill there, but yeah, and then it's all over. If he survives 4 death blows, that's 2. That's the 1. All right. So that is so much less scary than the Harvest Child. Granted, we're sitting on a bunch of mastery, but even without mastery, like, if you understand the skills you need to go into that fight with, you are golden. Now, that trophy could enable some interesting things, like pirouette, more frequently or going for like a lunge build. We do have the gnarly knuckles. So we could root ourselves in place. Wait, really? We have to throw stuff away? Game, are you insane? We have plus 25 slots and I'm still sitting here. Well, I guess I'm sitting on a lot of trash, aren't I? We're never using the lockjaw. We're never using the heat shield, I don't think. The bugles can go. I don't care about speed. Clenching claws I might keep for the Leviathan fight. So wait, we have 2 and 1 of these. Alright, we don't need the stale bread at all. And then pouch of lie can be thrown away. What combat items are we sitting on right now? Let's put those there for making some friendship. We'll keep these in case we go to the librarian next. Deathcap spores are just trash, I think. Alright, we'll just do that kind of stuff. There we go. Ah, cultist fight. Our money situation is looking pretty spicy. We have the explosives magazine, but no smoke bombs anymore. That's bumming me out. This is great for both of the relationships that need improving, so we'll do this. I don't think so, Jokewa. That was the other thing that I considered, but maybe we'll have to look at that next time. The blind is perfect here because we don't care if we miss that anyways. That blind is slightly more annoying. I didn't need a second blind. I might have put milk-soaked linen on someone, though. I guess not. This time I will definitely pirouette. No point in having Barristan in the back line for this one. I really want the librarian crit thing. And then let's see, who do you need friendship with? All right, let's get that relationship. Just kidding. Ooh, bad hit there. I want to do the stress heal, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see. I think we may find our plague doctor also stressed, and if that's the case, it'll be much more efficacious. That fire is from the ordainment. Her being able to hand out a healing salve 5% of the time, it's never come in handy, but it seems awesome. Become friends. 1? And then a 5% death blow resist? The game is clearly playing dirty. Yes. So there is a surprising amount of difference between the relationships. Amorous is pretty awful. That is the worst of the relationships. It seems to have the most blocking choices. And then there's one, and then Inseparable is also pretty crummy. Okay, they're all dead. Well, I'm still fishing for this relationship. No dice, unfortunately. And we're not going to get the stress heal there, so we're just going to have to let that go. But don't like leaving here on 5 stress on the Plague Doctor, for sure. More dark tribbles. So yeah, so Inseparable and Amorous I think are the worst ones. And then I don't have a great feeling for the other ones. Ugh, we're going to take some relationship damage here for sure. I think Respectful is really good. And then I'm not sure what the other really good one is. Oh, Paracelsus and Barristan taking a big step backwards in their relationship. Well, a little step back, technically. Alright. You're going to take the smites. And hopefully the first smite is going to work out nicely for you. Give you 1 stress and 1 stress only. Now it does the penance. I can't even. I want to take the hits on Boudica here, so... At least one of them, I guess. So the game still owes us a sluice. That was a crit with no stress heal? Or with no stress damage? Humph. I guess we just need to... We need to go for the bolster. Okay, we can get rid of that stress quite handily. I feel like attacks that pierce block should still remove block. That's my 2 cents on that one. Because I feel like if you're piercing armor, maybe you don't damage the armor is the logic. I could see that. She's like, well struck. I'm going to take a stress heal for that. Good job. Let's just make it so there's 1 less of them. Okay. Okay, Barristan goes first, which isn't bad. Oh, very nice. That's actually perfect, because we're going to get the stress heal back here. It feels reasonable. There aren't a lot of abilities that get around it, and I do like the idea of making it really advantageous to use a piercing skill at the appropriate moment. You know, that's kind of like it would be beneficial and be good play to be like, yeah, I have this piercing attack and I can use it, and you know, it benefits me doubly, basically. Heal up what little damage they did. I do think the Grave Robber can be an insane tank with the appropriate hey, there it is. With the appropriate setup, like a good stealth creator, the ability to open with repartee, some self-healing. Ooh, smoke bombs. We won't be able to use them in the final fight of this one, but I'm also not sure we're going to do the final fight. The stress that it shows at the bottom is so confusing. Because it just shows like seemingly random pips from I don't know when. Anytime I can open with Plague there, I think it's good. And the sooner we get rid of this guy, the better. Oh, okay. That is the soonest we could possibly get rid of that guy. We'll start working on the Ordained one first, I think. So he lost a positive token there and got dazed, which is a bummer. She can take it. Yeah, with the defense, we weren't going to get that much. So, okay, so stun resist on the Grave Robber is the one that we're really looking for. Because Daze operates off of stun resist. I've never thought about stacking stun resist on a Pirouette Grave Robber, but that's very interesting, actually. Maybe the next time I pick up a stun resist token early, I will... or a stun resist trinket early, I'll give that a try, because that seems interesting. Now Barristan has finally made friends with everyone. No, still needs some love from Paracelsus, so we'll do that. Good work, team. I mean, I love the crits, especially if they caused any stress healing. It would have been exceptional. I really wish that crit stress healing was more more consistent. We're in relatively good shape. We have a lot of in items, so I think it is okay to do this. I am very conflicted about whether we should... that really makes me... Oh, okay, the resist there is interesting. So I guess this crit will determine if I decide if we go hard or not. Yeah, that was not... Oh, this guy's ordained too? Ugh, woof. I think we gotta try to taunt that a little bit, and then... Yeah, we gotta focus the back line just because of the way that the ordainment is working here. Scream into the wind. Classic. 4 and 6. We need a little bit more for the cherub needs to die or it will worship. Oh gosh, the improved dodge. I think we just focus our energy on this front person. Yeah, the worships are just gonna happen. Probably a mistake to not taunt there. But Weight of the Worlds was coming in anyways. Okay, so she might die. The cherub is going to worship before it dies, though. So that's why it wasn't worth putting damage in on this guy. He's back on a melee round, unfortunately. Oh, that you worship. All right. So the cherub isn't going to worship. So let's see. Okay, and now we are holding off. We're holding off on Howling End for next turn. Because sadly we have no blind generation, but this guy's not getting worshipped anymore, so... But yeah, we need to give Barristan some love. Didn't pick up the stress there, which is a little unfortunate. No crit. Very much a bummer. Ooh. Alright, that's actually fine. Was kind of hoping that we'd pick up the stress there, but... Now we're going to pick up the stress, just watch. Nope. Alright, good stuff. Then I think we just rush this guy down as much as we can. Alright, the daze gives us one extra action. We have more than enough to handle the stress, so I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Yeah, we don't need to do any more stress healing in this fight. We are going to have to throw some stuff away again, which boggles my mind, because we have plus 25 inventory slots. We're also sitting at 150 baubles and 208 of that. I don't care about the milk-soaked linen. I don't care about the ablative powder. Keep all of that. We have too many Raven's Reaches. We're already using one Dark Impulse. I don't think we need 3. Sacrificial Host can go. That can go. Clenching Claws I might want. Crit Trinkets I might want. Oh, Tracker's Map. What's our... We have pretty much the optimal layout. Except for Medicine Chest. I would replace Medicine Chest. So let's find something else to throw away. We'll be able to come up with something better than that, I think. If we end up eating a stale bread, I'll be very sad. Oh my gosh, you too. Just can't seem to get these two together. But we're gonna have more than enough money to do something. We'll slay them together. A buff for Audrey, it looks like. Okay.
The fire is lit. The table is set.
Oh, Paracelsus gets the Jinx. Slayer of Fanatics, Daredevil. Yeah, I can get down with that. The Jinx on Paracelsus is not useful, but that's okay. 1 mastery and a bunch of stuff.
You can carry no more.
Let's look at the Provisioner first. Hint of Home. We already have something slightly better than that. The Nautical Compasses are interesting. I might pick up one of those. We'll definitely grab the Smoke Bombs. We'll definitely grab the Meditative Totem. Oh, okay. Let's use some stuff. Fine game. I think I'm gonna Whiskey Barrel. That felt like it was way worse than I expected it to be. Okay, it didn't do that much damage. That's good. Jeez. Oh, Lazy Eye is very bad on Audrey. Let's get that sorted out.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the
Oh, I'm still... How am I still full? I've just used a bunch of things. What food did we have available in the inn? Yeah, we can get one more of these. So... Probably should have checked. Are we going to the sluice here? We are going to the sluice.
of our land, crumbling and undone.
So I probably shouldn't have gone quite so deep on food, because we probably won't get it back. But let's try that first. We get rid of Lazy Eye. Nice. Is there anything here that... Bonvidant and Slayer of Fanatics I wouldn't mind getting rid of, and Lazy Eye is preventing us from using dartboards, so we'll get rid of that. Clotting Pulse just won't do us much good in the next zone. I'm going to buy a Nautical Compass. I think it's kind of cool. We'll buy some boxing gloves for later. Yes, Innie. So, were you not around at the end of the last stream? We did rock the rocket something fierce. It was pretty solid. Pretty solid attempt. And I don't know that this one will necessarily be another lung victory, because we hit the random button and then went with whatever it offered us, which is not necessarily a recipe for success, but we could go with a lunge strategy. We're not really married to either discipline here. Anything else I want on Boudica? Bleed Out I always find interesting, but I never use it. I do like the idea of repartee. Bellow is good for certain situations. And I like the idea of Cause of Death, even though I haven't used it too terribly much. But like I said, we've hit diminishing returns now. So here's the question. Nautical compass. We have a lot of inventory space. If we ever use the General's Dream, we will not have a lot of inventory space anymore. But I think I am going to swap in lunge here, because I don't mind doing a bit of dancing with Audrey, like an initial lunge, etc. We're going to do the sluice. I really want to go to the Shroud, but the game is not making it easy. And then Tracker's Map or Bottle. Increased stacking of ablative powders, clotting powders, neutralizing powders, and shimmering powders. Laudanum 6 per stack. I think I prefer this. Don't care too much about Flame Drain. I'll keep that trophy. But now, Audrey can't rock another trinket right now because we're doing the 12 crit. If we had a generic damage trinket, I might consider it. But at the moment, who am I even putting this on? I think I'm keeping it for in case Audrey picks up a better secondary trinket. We could just go for it now. 20 damage versus 12 crit. Let's go for that for a minute and see. If we get the complete catalog, we may bring back the crit trinket. But I think this might play well. Anything else from the provisioner we want? The Hint of Home is good. I don't think it's that good. I'm gonna buy 2 apples and cheese because we know we're going to the sluice and we may not get any food.